Hey everybody, Crypto Mentor 99, how you doing? It is June the 18th, mid-afternoon here, and I have a surprise for you. I've got two of the big guns on the DigiByte awareness team. I've got Rudy and Derek. I found Rudy kind of on accident on Twitter about a week ago, and I said, "Would you be open to doing an interview?" Because I didn't even know DigiByte had an awareness team. Rudy came back and said, "Let's do it," and we're going to include Derek. So Derek and Rudy, thank you for taking the time to be with a little guy like me today talking
Oh,
about DigiByte.
thank you for having us
Happy
on.
to be here.
Yeah. So we were talking in the pre-interview, and I jokingly said, I didn't even know DigiByte had an awareness team. And Derek, you said, well, it just started in May. So you want to kind of tell us both, and Rudy, you could jump in too, like, again, let's start real simple. Why did you start it? What is it? And where are we going with it?
Of course. So, as a lot of people probably know, DigiByte tried to get some marketing done a while back now, and it's been an effort, and just a lot of us were kind of really tired in the community of just watching and waiting and seeing things moving along and just kind of waiting for things to get done. So I eventually myself told myself, and I thought, I'm going to do it myself. So I'm going to start some marketing, and I'm going to open some social media accounts, and I opened accounts here, everywhere, just kind of. I started producing content, images, videos, whatever I could do, just pushing as much out there as possible. And eventually Rudy came to me on Twitter, and he was like, hey, this is really great. I love what you guys are doing. How do we help? And I was like, you're part of the community. Just, help me. You could probably help me do like one of these two or three things over here. And then it just slowly morphed into this team. And we just eventually got, so on the team, we have, Rudy, myself, and Andrew was one of the original ones, Dean as well.
Okay.
So, yeah, and we just started in May. So if you want to say
Pretty young, yeah.
So Rudy, what got you interested in being part of the DigiByte awareness team?
Well, everybody was complaining in the community that DigiByte has no marketing, and I found Derek as doing the marketing for DigiByte, and it's too big job for just one person.
Sure.
So that's why we had a discussion about how we can do this together as a community. And so that's why we start. It's a decentralized community, of course. The only thing we have organized is the communication. We have set up different telecom channels with specialized groups. For example, we have a group which is focused on social media platforms, and they are taking care of maintaining the Facebook and the LinkedIn page we have.
Sure.
A very important group we have is the outreach group. These are some high-skilled professionals that are reaching out to exchanges, to companies.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And so we have a lot of other groups as well. We have an Instagram group. We have a writers group where people producing content and checking translations and all that kind of stuff. So, and we're still recruiting because the more people from the community can join, the better it is. So, yeah.
So what would it, sure. So what would it look like? Again, I'm asking really basic questions on purpose. So Rudy, you just said, hey, like if someone wants to get involved, okay, so I know there's no job descriptions per se, maybe for the DigiByte awareness team, but what would it mean for someone to get involved, and what could that look like? Like, how would someone start?
Well, someone can send me or Derek a private message, and it's important that somebody has to have some skills.
Sure.
Is able to and have ideas, of course, and is able to tell us how he or she thinks he can contribute to our team.
Okay.
So that's important.
So
everybody can send us a message and can join the team.
Yes.
Yeah. Just
Go
one
ahead,
thing to
Derek.
say there is that for the team, for people working on the team, it's very important to have a specific idea on something that you want to do,
Yeah.
and really start from zero and just take it all the way until the end, and push content out or really get things done, because we're trying to be as efficient as possible, and trying to get things done as quickly as possible. But I mean, just as part of the community, anybody can be part of the DigiByte awareness team. Just, I mean, ask yourself, how many people have you told about DigiByte today? That's like one really simple way to get the word out there. Just word of mouth.
Yeah, I just did a little video, I think last night. I'm trying to do Google Live Hangouts, live feeds, or whatever the heck you call them. And, I just said, I think the title was What I'm Doing to Promote Cryptocurrency. And the only thing that I really said in the video, I'm just asking people questions. Hey, do you know about cryptocurrencies? And then, not necessarily any particular project or token, but it's amazing how just asking a question kind of invites someone into your world, for lack of a better word,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I think asking questions is a very powerful way to get people into crypto, and also asking questions about certain projects as well. There are some people who are really attached to certain projects, and not all projects are created equal, I would say.
Yeah.
And just maybe asking some questions about specific projects is a good way to kind of objectively analyze how good the project is. And that's one way that I came to actually find DigiByte, just because I asked so many questions and I just kept getting good answers.
Yeah. So, Rudy, let me ask you this. And again, maybe this is an unfair question, but say someone's listening in here and they work, I live in the United States, so maybe they work 40, 50 hours a week, and they come home and, they, have dinner, and, then after dinner, they don't have time to be on every social media platform to follow DigiByte. Is there like a popular one that maybe if someone wanted to follow DigiByte and the DigiByte awareness team that you guys could recommend, if someone just had a half hour, 20 minutes a day to kind of plug in to DigiByte?
Yeah, sure. Everybody can join the DigiByte awareness team, even if you have just 1 hour a day or 30 minutes a day. Everybody can join the team.
Okay, so what would be like, would you suggest that someone join like Facebook, Telegram, Twitter? Like, where's a good spot if someone only had one social media platform to pick?
You mean to find information?
Yes, and just kind of keep in touch with you guys.
Oh yeah, there are different ways. Twitter is of course a very good platform to get up to date about DigiByte and our team, of course.
Because I think on Telegram, you guys got like 15 or 16,000 people.
Yeah, 15,000 people. It moves fast.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah.
Really a lot, yeah.
I personally would say that, I think it really depends on the person, because all of these different platforms are made in different ways. So, Instagram is a very visual way of representing information. So some people really like that. And, we have an Instagram account for DigiByte. So if you wanted to follow that, you can follow that. And if you like Twitter tends to move very quickly. So, you get a lot of information, a lot of people, tweets everywhere. Some people like that as well, so that's a good place to start as well. And, Facebook is just a different kind of thing. You get nice community being built. But one that I personally really, really like is Reddit, just because there's so much information there.
Okay.
There's so much information, and people are so nice. You go on there, you ask a question, you get 50 different answers.
Wow. Okay. I just thought of this question, and we did not talk about it during the pre-interview. So maybe there's a distinction between DigiByte and the DigiByte awareness team, and again, I'm asking the question because I don't know the answer. Are there any misconceptions about DigiByte that you two have run into where you're like, oh no, DigiByte's not that, it's this? Or are there any rumors or stuff floating around about DigiByte that you may want to clear the air about? I don't know.
Now, I've tried to find a bad thing about DigiByte, but I still haven't managed to find one single bad feature of DigiByte.
Okay.
And also, of course, the DigiByte awareness team is different than DigiByte, but we have direct contact with foundation, with all foundation members. So we're getting great support from Jared and from Joshua and all the other members as well.
That's great.
Yeah, hopefully you'll have Jared on, or I mean, on YouTube. He's around, so we'll see.
Oh God.
You never know.
Yeah. Again, it still not baffles my mind, but I still think of people, and I've definitely changed in the past 7 or 8 years, but I'm so used to people going to work, sitting at a desk, having a boss in front of them, and as you guys well know, the whole crypto space, it's like, we're all on different continents and it's decentralized and you do your part and I'll help out here. It's still like, oh my, like I really like
crazy.
it,
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how things change, but you shouldn't be people shouldn't be afraid of change, I think. And because that's what a lot of people are actually. They're just afraid. They'll see Bitcoin or crypto and they'll call it a scam. They'll say, oh, I don't deal with that, or only drug people deal with that. That was a lot of the first responses that people made towards crypto. Just personally, I think because they're scared. But
Also,
you have to realize that. Yeah.
Scared as well.
Yeah. But change is an innate part of life. We're not plowing fields anymore. We're not hunting caribou. So things change, and
that's good
for
Derek.
the better.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that you say that, and I don't want to talk too long because this is your guys' interview. But in 2015, one of my son-in-laws said to me, "Hey, do you know anything about cryptocurrencies?" And I'm like, "I've heard a little bit about it." And I'm like, "What is it?" And the 3 things he said is, it's used for money laundering, for terrorists, and drug guys. I'm like,
oh my gosh.
No, I don't want to know anything about it if that's, but again.
Yeah. Don't tell me about it. No.
Oh gosh. So again, I hate to sound like a broken record, we say in the United States. Can I ask you, and we did not talk about this during the pre-interview because I have a load of notes here. Could I ask you 2 questions about DigiByte that someone emailed me, and if you could answer them, fine, and if not, that's okay. Sure. Okay, the first one is from one of my faithful subscribers, Kurt Jacobson. And because I did a video, I'm like, hey, I'm interviewing the DigiByte awareness team. In my immaturity, I said, if you have any questions, email them to me. So Kurt touches on the whole area of, the Securities and Exchange Commission here in the United States, not considering Bitcoin, Ethereum, or some of the altcoins a security. And then he says, his question is, my thought is, DigiByte is decentralized and open source, so shouldn't we have to be concerned about the SEC with DigiByte?
DigiByte used the source code from Litecoin, and it's 100% independent blockchain with their own Genesis block. So DigiByte never shared transactions with Litecoin and Bitcoin, as the likes of Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Gold do. DigiByte has its own clean, independent, decentralized blockchain with no person or organization behind. And the DigiByte coin is mined over time, so it's definitely 100% not a security. But the problem with exchanges is they want to have a legal opinion. So at this moment, we are raising funds from to pay a lawyer to get a legal opinion, because with that legal opinion, we will be able to get listed to
some of the bigger exchanges. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So we need that legal opinion, but yeah, it's for sure that DigiByte is not a security. Can never be defined as a security.
Okay. No
I mean,
pressure.
just
Yeah.
looking at Ethereum, actually, it's the thing when it started. In my opinion, just my humble opinion, it was a security. But looking at the SEC's judgment, just recent judgment, they for them it's not. So, I mean, if Ethereum's not a security, then DigiByte
Right.
is
Yeah.
miles away from being a security.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And my second question, and the guy just sent me this email like 2 seconds before we kind of came on the air. It's Michael Clark from Twitter, and his handle or his name is Pedal Mikester. And again, I don't know anything about this. I'm not pretending to be a DigiByte expert by any means. He
Okay.
says, Michael asks, could you get some information on the hard fork that was meant to be completed by June 21st?
Ha ha ha. Yeah, everyone's asking about the famous
Okay,
hard
I'm
fork.
sorry. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Okay.
No, no, no. I mean, it's fine. Yeah. No. It's a good question to ask, actually. But the thing is that hard forks and development takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of effort. And just talking to the core team, they've been throwing around a lot of ideas, and there was a lot of work that actually went into preparing that hard fork that
Okay.
did not come to be. There was a lot of new information that came to light when we discovered, the crypto world discovered that there was actually secret ASICs mining Monero for a very long time. And we were actually even looking at using maybe possibly using the Monero algorithm. And just to do that, it would have been a bad idea because of these ASICs. So
Okay.
now it's being reworked, it's being relooked at, and they're considering a bunch of different options. And Jared was even talking about possibly, I'm not saying this is one
Sure.
thing that happens.
Yeah.
Nobody take this to be, official word. Do your own research kind of thing. But just Jared was talking about maybe doing a proof of stake hybrid with a proof of work. So
Okay.
they're thinking about it, and they just
Takes
want
time.
they want to make the most secure blockchain possible, just to be safe and to be efficient and to have the best coin out there. So it's going to take time.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm going to connect a couple dots because I don't know anything about this. So, did DigiByte say June the 21st? This is
There
what
was-
we're going to do, or no?
No, actually,
Okay.
there was never a specific date that was announced.
Okay.
The DigiByte Foundation likes to always, give kind of, in this season, summer-ish, we might be able to do this. We'll let you guys know because, they just don't like to disappoint people. They like to, finish whatever it is they're working on, and then, put it out there and put a
Okay.
working product out there. So they always, under-promise, over-deliver. That's the
There you go.
the foundation.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's wind down a little bit. Is there anything that maybe, well, I guess by me helping you do the video, we're raising awareness of the
Yeah.
DigiByte awareness team. No pun intended. Rudy, is there anything that you would like people to know about either the DigiByte awareness team or you or DigiByte, or I'll give you guys the last say here.
Well, I think important to know is that every DigiByte community member can join our team and can help raising the awareness. So, if you have any free time, you want to spend it on DigiByte awareness, just contact Derek or me, and we'll fit you in somewhere in the team. And because we need more people, we need to grow. The more people joining our team, the better marketing we can produce.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Derek, is there anything that you're like, oh, I wish Crypto Mentor 99 would have asked me this question about DigiByte or the DigiByte awareness team, or something that you just want to get off your heart before we end
I
here?
do, yeah. I want you to promise. Try sending some DigiBytes around. You'll see how fast they are.
Okay. No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's really sincerely a good motivation for me, because someone asked me about a month or two ago, one of my friends who doesn't know anything about cryptocurrency, he said to me, well, do you take cryptocurrency in your business? And I'm like, I don't. He's like, well,
Mm,
you should start with yourself. And I'm like, I
yeah.
guess I should.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
know how
it's
many
not, it's not.
transactions? Do you know how many transactions per second DigiByte can have in 2035?
Actually, I was going to ask you about that. I had it written down.
280,000.
Oh my God.
280,000. And
Yeah,
they've
Visa's at around 2,000 right now.
Wow.
yeah.
And is it true that DigiByte's like 40 or whatever, 40 times faster than Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Or I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
okay. Let me end with the same. I'm sorry,
I
Derek,
mean,
go ahead.
it's
Block occur on the network.
yeah, it's really fast. I mean, you just click send and it's there. I mean, one of these sayings actually that's really stuck with me is that any technology that's advanced enough seems like magic. So I mean, to people who don't understand it. So I mean, just the first time I tried DigiByte, it was just like magic to me. I was like, how the heck does this thing work? But if you really want to dig in there, you can understand how it works. But most people probably won't do it. I think just try it. I give that challenge to anybody.
Yeah.
You know, Litecoin users, Bitcoin users, Ethereum users, anybody out there who's already in crypto, because they already have an experience to compare to. So, I mean, if you have already tried some of these other coins, just try sending some DigiBytes around. If you don't like it, it's not your thing. All right, fine. But
Also, the fee is very
I'm sure
small.
you'll be blown away by the speed.
Yeah. So
Also, the fee
let
is
me,
very small.
I'm sorry, Rudy, go ahead.
The fee is also very
Yeah.
small. It's less than a 100 of a cent.
It's
Okay.
tiny, yeah.
So I'm not asking you what other, cryptocurrencies you own at all. I'm not asking you that, but I want to ask both of you if you wouldn't mind. So Rudy, why don't you start off? Why do you like DigiByte? Like you as a person, like your own, like what about DigiByte that you looked at one day and said, I like DigiByte?
Well, when I get interested into blockchain, I was reading about the different blockchains that does exist, and when I was reading about DigiByte, I was really impressed because it's a very mature blockchain. It has its own blockchain. It's not an ERC20 token, or it wasn't an ICO.
Mm-hmm.
So and also the features, the speed, the small fee, all features I cannot find. I tried. I also tried on Twitter. I asked people, well, name just one bad thing about DigiByte. Nobody is able to find just one single negative thing about DigiByte. So
You like
that's
it?
why
Okay. Okay. And Derek, what about you? Like, what did you wake up one day and said you looked at DigiByte and said, "Man, I'm gonna, laser beam. I'm gonna start looking at that, investing in it."
Yeah. Well, initially, I was a really big Bitcoin fan, and I really like it, and I still do. I respect Bitcoin. There's a lot of respect for Bitcoin. I mean, it's the number one. It's gold and just things like that. But I'm looking around the crypto space. I'm trying to figure out, what's going to survive, because a lot of these projects are here today, gone tomorrow, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of them don't even have working products. So when I was looking around to try to figure out which ones I actually really like, and I wanted to invest in initially, I found Bitcoin and then DigiByte, and one of the things that I like to do is just test it out. What is the experience like? And I just sent some DigiBytes, and it was there instantly. And then I was like, what is this thing? And I started reading some more, and I started finding out about how it actually works. I started looking up some of the code, and then I started looking up, just all the different technical aspects of it. And there's just no denying how good DigiByte is. And in my mind, what's going to happen is that Bitcoin will be gold. And sure, it might even get to like some kind of huge market cap like gold, $7.7 trillion. But the thing is that copper is just everywhere in the world, and people use it for everything. And the market cap of copper in the whole world is just, I have no idea how many times bigger than gold it is. Yeah. But DigiByte is just going to be used for everything because it's just so good, and it can scale, and it can do everything just that it needs to do.
Wow. All right. Hey, everybody. My crypto family just grew by 2 people with Rudy and Derek now from the DigiByte awareness team. I'm going to upload this the evening of June 18th. I've got my grandkids coming over in about an hour to babysit. Guys, the offer stands anytime you want to come back on. It would be an honor and a privilege to
Thank you.
see you guys again. And I'm going to keep on doing more videos on DigiByte and the DigiByte awareness team. And again, I'm living my dream interviewing people like you guys.
Thank you, John.
Thank you very much, John.
So yeah, we'll be in touch. And yeah, thanks so much for your time.
Sure. Thank you, John.
Okay, bye-bye.